Hello, hi everyone. Today in this video we are going to learn about rules and regulation of private equity funds. I hope all you have some idea about the private equity fund. So keeping that in mind, now I am going to explain who is regulating private equity funds and under what act these funds are regulated. Okay, the next question comes in your mind is who regulates PE fund and where? Here it is. PE funds are regulated by Securities and Exchange Board of India, and the rules were given in SEBI Alternate Investment Fund Regulations 2012. Under those regulations, private equity fund means an alternate investment fund which invests primarily in equity or equity linked instruments or partnership interests of investee companies according to stated objective of the fund. So what they are trying to say is private equity fund is an alternative investment fund. In coming slides we can see what is an alternate investment fund. Now we can concentrate on what is the definition they have given. See, they are saying that it is an alternative investment fund which primarily invests in equity or equity linked instruments. So most of the private equity investments are kind of for a long term equity, and they will invest for long term purpose, and also mostly they will purchase equity but not debt. They may also purchase debt instruments but majorly they invest in equity. And the private equity funds are structured as closed ended, so once you enter the fund you cannot withdraw your amount until the tenure of the fund. That is the reason, because these funds will invest mostly into equity, you cannot withdraw whenever you want. Then there won't be any appreciation, they wait for long term appreciation. That is the they are trying to say here. Or they might have invest in partnership interest of investing companies. It is all about the objective of the fund. Now what is an alternative investment fund? See, under the regulations, alternative investment fund means any fund established or incorporated in India in the form of whatever it may be, trust, company, limited liability partnership, or body corporate, but it should be qualifying two conditions mentioned below. That is, it is a private pooled investment vehicle which collects funds from investors. Private pooled. You see, if you see a mutual fund, it is a public pool. It collects all the funds from the all the public investors, retail investors, and it will invest according to the objective of the fund. When it comes to private equity, it is a private pool investment. Here investors will be like very small, 10, 15 like that. And whoever the investor, whether it is an Indian or foreigner, it doesn't matter, and it invests according to its defined investment policy, which will be given in the information memorandum of the fund. You can see where it is going to invest and what are the fees it is going to charge, and tenure, everything you can find in investment memorandum of a PA fund. And one more condition, it should not be covered under securities SEBI mutual fund regulations, because it is they have separate regulations for it. It is like kind of whatever the separate regulations you have, like Securities and Exchange Board of India, collective investment regulation, or any other regulation of board to regulate fund management activity. So wherever there is a separate regulations, you cannot consider it as an alternative investment fund. Now there are certain categories of alternative investments fund. The regulation provided for three categories: category 1, category 2, and category 3. Our private equity falls under category 2 alternative investments fund. If you have doubt what is covered in category 1 and category 3, venture capital funds are covered in 1 and hedge funds are covered in category 3. So since we are talking about the regulations related to private equity fund, we can look in detail into category 2 AIF. See, category 2 alternative investment fund is which does not fall in category 1 and category 3, means which is not a VC or hedge fund. You can read those in the act if you want more detail. And which does not undertake leverage or borrowings. So private equity fund is a fund which never takes leverage, which never borrows. It borrows but only for to make day-to-day operational requirement, but not for investment purposes. It doesn't borrow and invest. And also that such as private equity, see, you can see here private equity fund or debt fund for which no specific incentive or concession given by government or any other regulator are included in this category. So private equity funds is covered in this category to AIF. I hope you have gained some knowledge, viewers. Thank you so much for watching the video. I hope you all subscribe for my channel. Thank you.